Hey, listen to this. Hey, if you're listening on the radio, it'll have more impact for you. But listen to this clip. I love it. If you're watching, you can watch it. It's a culmination of a number of clips in reference to impeachment. Listen.
The whole issue has been a sham. It shouldn't have gotten this far. The House acted improperly in passing it on to the Senate.
Why is your party dragging this thing out?
Why is this happening?
Why go through all this business about witnesses?
Do we really need more witnesses?
It's going to add months to this thing.
We should stop this
bogus inflated case
and get on with business of governance.
Will these people just get down to business and leave this impeachment thing alone?
It's going to be an enormous distraction to the White House and all kinds of issues that the Congress ought to be considering.
There's a long line of the people's business that seems to have been put aside, and apparently is going to be put aside for weeks, if not months now.
We begin tonight with the voice of the people.
The visitor who got up and shouted, "God Almighty, take the vote and get it over with."
God Almighty, the man said, take the vote and get it over with.
You know who the hero of this whole thing is? It's the guy who stood up in the Senate gallery last week and said, "Good God, vote and get over with this, will you?"
This process is Stalinist. His actions certainly do not warrant impeachment.
Is there not some concern of the public perception in some quarters, not all of them Democratic, that this is in fact a kind of effort at a, quote, coup?
That herd of managers from the House. I mean, frankly, all they were missing was white sheets. They were like night riders.
One White House official told me today, in 20 years, he said, people will remember three things about this: that the president was impeached in the House, that he was acquitted in the Senate, and that the whole thing was a partisan hit job.
Okay, so let me just tell you, they were all Democrats or all mainstream media. I was talking about Bill Clinton. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, that was in the 90s. They were talking about the impeachment process of Bill Clinton. Listen, I think every day while this hearing is going on in the Senate, they need to play that clip. They need to play that every single day. Just start off their morning with that every single morning. It is absolutely astonishing. Our news department found that MRC Newsbusters, great site, put that together. It was great, and our news team found that and put it together, put it on for us. But you know, it is amazing when I hear those sound bites. For those of you on radio that were listening, you thought that was something from yesterday, I'm sure. No, Brit Hume was young. Well, I looked at Brit Hume. I was like, man, he was so much younger then. But Geraldo too, yeah. But it really was funny to watch that and see that. And this is where we've come. And the same that applied then applies now. The difference is the shoe is on the other foot. So all of them that were saying that last go around wouldn't dare say that now. This is a political hit job. It has always been. This impeachment process started before this president was even sworn in as president. And it is just an absolute pathetic sight for the American people to watch. It is just pathetic.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.TV. That's FISM.TV.